Where do I fucking start? This game is abysmal. Abysmal. Worst Halo game ever. And people are going to say, oh, you're going over the top there. This, that, and the other. You can make a million excuses, but here's my honest opinion. Obviously, we know the original trilogy has a better campaign, right? Halo ODST has a better campaign. Halo Reach has a better campaign. Halo Spartan Assault has a better campaign. Aliens Colonial Marines has a better campaign. Crisis has a better campaign. This is the worst Halo campaign I have ever played in my entire life. Maybe one of the worst first-person shooters I've ever played. No word of a lie. With a completely straight face, I am telling you now, this is horrendous. How can you justify having the same boss battle over 7 times in a campaign? The same boss. There's 15 levels, and in them 15 levels you fight the same guy 7 fucking times. Even if the level was somewhat enjoyable, the boss completely kills it. It completely kills it. The story itself, nothing special. It's passable. It works. I can't really complain about the story. There's nothing really exciting about the story, but I can't complain and say it was the story that killed it. No, it was the gameplay. The gameplay is horrendous. It's horrendous. It doesn't feel like a Halo game. We know this. But the actual levels are just so boring. And you're going point to point and it's just boring. It's a complete waste of time. It's not like something you want to replay over and over. I've said a lot of things about Halo 4's campaign being a bit boring in terms of gameplay, but after this game, I think we can safely reclaim Halo 4 as, one of the all-time classic Halo games, because if they make any more like this, Halo 4 is going to be one of those that we say, yeah, that's it, that's in with the good ones. This is how bad this game is. This game is like the death of a franchise. It just sums up, and so it's in every area. It's just decided. It's not Halo anymore. It's decided to walk another path. It's like someone just wanders off into the woods and you never see him again. That's what this game feels like. It's the end of an era. We're witnessing the end of Halo. In terms of campaign, in terms of multiplayer, and in terms of features. Everything is just dumbed down, repetitive, boring, and I have to say it more than once because it's not just repetitive and boring, it's repetitive and boring, repetitive and boring, repetitive and boring. It's just so boring. It's uninspired trash. Jesus, gotta be. I mean, I don't want to give away the story, but basically, there's nothing special there. It's a bit like a filler title. It's a bit like Mass Effect 2. Yeah, Mass Effect 2 is actually better because I actually had some filler characters and stuff, and it actually had some characters, going forward. This one, apart from our fucking generic fucking Spartan Lock and crew, you're not really introducing anything. So they're all just characters from Halo 4. So it's literally just a filler title. There's nothing happens there. If you play, if you were to play Halo, Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 3, you wouldn't miss the one in the middle per se, because a lot of the characters are from Mass Effect 1. A lot of the stuff that happens to the main story is from Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 2 is just this filler title where they go and fight some collectors, which is just random. That's what this is like. It's just they just randomly have these like little bit of. It's just like a little bit of an extension to the story. I'm not going to give away the ending, but the point is you could literally just go from Halo 4 to Halo 6, completely miss this game, and you're not going to miss anything. And if anything, the way this game leads up into it, if you haven't like read all the Forerunner saga and know all the backstory, played all of Spartan Ops and all the rest of it, you ain't gonna have a fucking clue what's going on at the beginning. You know? So, let's just start talk about the characters, because after my Halo Nightfall review, I basically said Sergeant Locke was a boring bastard. He's a boring bastard. In this, he's a boring bastard in this too. He's just a generic guy. He has no backstory, no story going forward, nothing. He's just there. Same with all of them. They're just there. What happened to Buck between Halo fucking ODST and now? What happened to him? Why don't we hear about Buck? I don't give a shit about Buck anyway, but we don't hear anything about what he did in between now and then. That was a long time ago. Where's he been? What's he been doing? Did he finally fucking give Dare a good scene too, or what? We don't know. Nothing happened. Where is his? What happened to all his other teammates from ODST? I know they were like new and blah 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 blah. We're getting off topic, but he doesn't tell you about anything that's been happening with him from ODST. We know nothing about Locke or any of the other fuckers. The whole game is just like, it's a lot like Destiny. They don't tell you anything. You just have to like find the audio logs and read about it on the fucking grimoire or whatever. Same as Destiny. Same shit. It's all fucking read the books, read this. This is the information. It's not information in the actual game. It's crazy. But it's unreplayable. I haven't finished the game yet. In terms of, I've got 800 gamer score. I still need to go back and do co-op heroic, just to get the rest of the achievements. But I've played the campaign, I've played the multiplayer, I've played everything, and there's literally no replay value whatsoever. Just nothing. It's boring. One of the most boring games that I've played in recent times. You know, probably the worst game I've played on the Xbox One by far. By far. Overhyped shite is what it is. All these people that were saying the campaign, and I'm looking at you, Bidov Slayer, all these fucking idiots like you, campaign's gonna be amazing. I'm looking at you, Mythical Twinkie. It's going to be open world. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be longer than ever before. This is the shortest Halo campaign ever in history. And how do they justify that? By giving you more multiplayer content, maybe? No. They give you less. They're giving you less in the campaign. They're giving you less in the multiplayer. They're giving you nothing. The campaign is abysmal. People hate Spartan Ops. That's what the campaign reminds me of. It reminds me of Spartan Ops. In a bad way, not in a good way. Spartan Ops in Halo 4 is more enjoyable than this campaign. By far. There's no value to it whatsoever. Probably the coolest part is like a story moment with the Arbiter, which I'm not going to give away. because if anyone does fucking slog through this after listening to what I've got to say, that's going to be the only thing that's going to be interesting whatsoever. Campaign is horrendous. Game is not worth full price. Game is not worth anything. Game is not even worth buying. It's horrendous. We all know my feelings on the multiplayer of this game. We all know that I hate the idea of it and all the rest of it. But the actual game is worse than the beta. By far worse than the beta. This game doesn't know what it's trying to be. It's so fast paced and the guns are so overpowered. People drop like flies. They drop like flies. You're alive for maybe a couple of seconds and then you're dead, and you're back up and then you're dead. You know, you might as well just play SWAT. The spawns are horrendous. They've even had to remove one of the maps, I think it was Orion, because it's so horrendous. Okay, they've had to remove it to update it. The game just doesn't feel like Halo at all. It's just, you just run around and shoot things. Warzone mode is abysmal. It's complete opposite of the other game. It's the complete opposite of Arena. You literally do nothing unless you go into like the areas where people are. It's just nothing happening. And then it's all of a sudden everybody's shooting at you, and then it's back to nothing again. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. The requisitions and all that, it's worse than it's not even fun to play. It's not fun to play at all. Even like if you get yourself a decent vehicle or whatever, you just don't enjoy it. It's shit. Some of the worst level design. It's the level's not balanced whatsoever. The weapons aren't balanced. It's a load of shit. It's horrendous. It's just, why would you play a poor man's Titanfall when you can just play Titanfall, which is way better and crisp and smooth? Yeah, and that's another thing. The game fucking lags. I know it's got dedicated servers, but the game lags, and typically at the beginning, not during, but at the beginning it lags to fuck until the game settles down. What? What is that shit? The game is so fast with your 60 frames and everything. The gameplay when you're fucking bouncing around, it's fucking nauseating at times. Nauseating. Your eyes can't keep up with the screen. The game is terrible. And if you're playing the game solo campaign, you're going to have to deal with the AI. And let me tell you, if you thought Cat in Halo Reach was annoying, wait till you fucking suffer these motherfuckers. Because these motherfuckers are useless. Useless! They don't do what you say. They don't revive you fast enough. They twirl on the spot when they're fucking standing right next to you and you die. They fucking... You tell them to stand somewhere and they fucking don't stand there. You highlight an enemy for them to kill, they don't fucking shoot at it, they run at it. Who designed this fucking system? It's fucking terrible. It does not work. It is broken. The game is broken. If you want to play this game by yourself, you're going to have it. It's like trying to ice skate uphill. You understand? It ain't no fucking game, mate. It's just work. It's just pure work. There's no fucking fun to be had playing the game with your teammates. I would have loved to have just got rid of them and just turned the fuckers off and just got in by myself. That is how annoying these fuckers are. Seriously. And the game difficulty seems to be like almost Halo 2 level of difficult when you play it by yourself. Why? You've got to have retarded teammates, and now you're making the game harder, even though the guys are fucking mental and can't even help you. So you're not playing with AIs, you're just playing by yourself. It's just ridiculous. They're terrible. All the little features in the game, like your normal shit, your carnage reports aren't clear. What the fuck? How many kills you got or anything is just a chore to find. The flaming theater mode barely works. You can't save the name of your fucking film after you've recorded it. You can't like make a game clip or whatever within the game. The spectate mode is just the theater mode, but they're trying to tell you it's something else because when you click on the person, it starts playing the theater from the beginning of the game. And even if you fast forward it all the way to the front, you're still 2 minutes behind. What is the point of that shit when someone can just fire up Twitch and fucking stream the shit? Who wants to watch a theater of a game that's 2 minutes behind? What is the point in that? Doesn't seem worthwhile to me having that feature at all. The map variety in the game is just dull. I don't even know how many maps there is, but you keep getting the same fucking ones over and over. It took me forever to get the fucking Warzone achievement for winning 3 maps, simply because I couldn't get the fucking last map that I needed. Played the same level maybe 6 times in a row last night. Never saw one of the levels in Warzone last night. Had to leave it till today, and then I still couldn't get it. Why aren't the maps in a fucking constant rotation? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so you get to play them all? No, fuck that. And there's no voting system, so you can't swap it if you've played it like 9,000 times today. What is going on? And the rank system, does anybody even know how that works? Just this classic bullshit ranks from 343 that make no sense. And there's absolutely no file share, no community features. If you take the game out of if you disable your internet and put this game in the tray, then you could literally play solo campaign and that's it. Because there's no split screen, there's nothing else, so no system link. So literally, if you have no internet, you can play solo and that's it. Nothing else. You unlock fuck all from the campaign for using the multiplayer. It's ridiculous. Absolutely just a complete waste of anybody's time. And I'm not even shouting because I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. Okay, this is worse, far worse than the beta. Far worse. You've got like you've got like ridiculous auto aim on the sniper rifle, and then like next to nothing on the like battle rifle. But then you scope in and suddenly you've got auto aim. It's like, why? Why is everything so fucking stupid and ass backwards? The game's terrible. The campaign's shite. The co-op sometimes kicks you out randomly when you're in the middle of a fucking game. The multiplayer is abysmal. Probably the worst multiplayer ever, with like, 6 levels in one game mode. And then 3 in Warzone. Breakout is an absolute fail. It just looks like you're playing in Tron and you've got 1 life. If I want to play 1 life, I'll go play fucking Gears of War. This is Halo. And don't say, oh, this game mode, it's a different game mode. Yeah, but you've just put all your resources into that, so now you've got levels in there, levels in here. Wouldn't it have been better just to can Breakout and just put all those levels together? Why are the Breakout levels got to look like fucking something out of Tron anyway? Who thought that was a good idea? People making the decisions down there need to sort themselves out because they don't have a fucking clue what they're doing. They're killing the franchise. In fact, the franchise is more or less dead. Call of Duty came out, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, And already you can see on my friends list, Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty. No fuckers playing Halo. Okay, and some of the people that were playing Halo have gone back to Destiny. And the rest have gone back wherever the fuck else they came from before they come back to Halo, because they only came back to Halo to fuck about in the campaign and try it. They tried it, they didn't fucking like it. And that's it. It's as simple as that. So I don't know what else there is left to say about this game. I mean, you can try and be sensible about it or whatever, but they're not being sensible with the game. This game, a final score for this game would be like a 1 out of 10. And there's only one reason it gets anything, and that's because of the music. The music in this game is good. It's a mix of sort of stuff from Halo 4, stuff from Halo 1 to fucking 3, and even Reach and all that sort of stuff. All different, you've got your different monks, levels of volume, all the sort of iconic Halo music, but with new twists on it. And I thought that was really good. Especially when you're sat waiting for your AIs to spawn, because you're taking on some kind of large enemy, and you don't want to die and then have to respawn again, so and wait forever for them to pick you up. Well, if they are going to pick you up, at least you've got some soothing music as you're standing there waiting, because you have to wait for them to respawn about 40 seconds or whatever. At least they give you a nice soundtrack for this game, and that's the only reason it gets a 1. Otherwise, this is a fucking 0. All day and night. What have they give us? What have they give us? Nothing. Okay, and if you like this game, do me a favour, right? Keep it to yourself. I don't want to hear any fucking shit about how this game's fucking good and it's fucking you and blah blah blah. This game is not a fucking Halo game. It's a fucking joke. Fucking horrendous. I'd rather play fucking Black Ops 3. I would. I'd rather buy Black Ops 3. I'm so glad I didn't spend my money on this game, because it is a complete joke, and it's an insult to Halo fans. An insult. And the only people I know have bought this game, and they try and defend it. They try and defend like the microtransactions in fucking Warzone and stuff. It's like, well, you can't defend it. No matter how much you try, you can't defend microtransactions in a full price game. You can't do it. It's impossible. For any game, whether it be Halo, Gears of War, Rainbow Six, it doesn't matter. You can't defend that shit. It makes no fucking difference to me what you're trying to tell me, because you can't justify that shit. Nobody can do it. So, all the multiplayer modes pretty much suck. Half of them feel like fucking territories. Didn't enjoy anything. So, I won't be going back to the multiplayer. Bit more campaign to do just to finish the achievements off, but that's it. And that's just because I'm an achievement fucking whore or whatever. I'm obsessed with completing games once I've started them if I can. And I know I can complete this game. That's the only reason I'm sticking around. If this game was on any other platform, I probably wouldn't care. I'd probably just move on, because it's that bad. It's not weird. If this game didn't have the Halo name on it, I probably wouldn't carry on, because it's the only reason you're staying really is because of the fact that it's Halo. I mean, I had a bit of a moral dilemma. It's like whether I should buy the game or not. I chose not to buy it, but it was hard. It was hard not to buy this game because of the nostalgia, because of the history, and you've always had Halo. You've always had every Halo. So you think, oh yeah, well maybe I'll try it. Maybe it won't be that bad. But I'm glad I didn't buy it, because played it for free, and if I paid for this, there would be no way I could fucking live it down, you know. I mean, I know you can trade the game in and get most of the money back still, but I mean, Jesus Christ, how can you justify spending the amount of money for this game when it's a total joke? Let me know what you think, guys. Feel free to subscribe. See you later.